Hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers, named for my patron beloved Bridget. And this is a general reading. I'm just going to pull cards and do my usual reading, but it's going to be an open reading. I'm going to pull the energy of what's going on right now. Please take what is yours, leave out all the rest. Here are all the cards I am using for this reading. I will timestamp every single one in the box below. If you're in a hurry, you can just jump right forward. Oops, gotta get my notebook ready. You could just jump right forward and skip around to whatever works for you. But let's start with this Gypsy Tarot and pull a card for the feeling of the day. The Two of Pentacles, juggling. It does feel like, okay, there's a lot going on right now in the universe, my darlings. They're talking about, solar flares and Mercury retrograde and all this stuff that we really have to be handling in our spiritual life and not our physical life. And physical life is really tough, let's be honest. And we've been all kind of juggling our lives. Our lives can be divided into two areas. And I feel like a lot of us are living that double life, even to the point where it's wondering, I work in a very office setting. I work in, spreadsheets and accounting and, balancing out the numbers and the budgets. That's where I work a day to day. And yet I am a spiritist, and I am a person that puts my heart and soul into something like this channel to share energy with everyone. And right now this energy feels like we have a divide between us and our day-to-day activities. And it just feels like it just feels like if this is your reading, you can feel the division. I mean, this doesn't mean you have two families, but it can be the division between, one of mine is that I have this thing for just not so safe boys. I like to date the bad boy as much as any girl. I know you boys are probably rolling your eyes, but it's something I just cannot break myself out of. Everybody I date has that little oof to him that, probably could do best without. And yet I am a very, very basic, I like to stay home. I'm a really gentle creature. Unfortunately, I don't require a lot of attention, so when I don't get it now, I know to back off. But I'd like to learn how to fall in love with, a really good guy and, be sincere. So I have those two divides about me, and I feel like a lot of us are coming into that energy. I'm going to pull two cards, just like I always do for the Woodland, from the Woodland Wardens, switching decks here. Let's see. Oh, the hare and the oak and the goat and the willow. All right, our energy right now from this reading is the hare and the oak, new opportunities. It feels like I said, the oak is sturdy, steady. I mean, how long does it take for an oak to grow? But what it grows does last. But what about the hare? Speedy, running, complete opposite energy, crashing into each other. Wait, does it feel like the Two of Pentacles, right? With this new opportunities, it feels like we have a chance to grow something really worthwhile. I'm looking forward to being this hare and oak energy. I pull it all the time, and sometimes it seems flighty, but it really isn't. There's something sturdy there. Just like me, I found out I was a smarty pants this past week because, whenever somebody compliments you and calls you a smarty pants, or you realize, oh, that was very smart of me, that feeling. It reminds us just how capable we are, despite our fleety nature, this hair-like nature. People probably think I think people think I'm nuts when they see me, and if they knew what how much time I spend in bed reading, or hanging out with my nephews, it'd be, I just don't live a very exciting party life the way people always judge me to be. But that is that opposite, that juggling personality that's also in there as well. And then I have the goat and the willow, overcoming obstacles. There's something about this person's energy that tells me they're a bit of a temptation. They're a bit of a a Capricorn. They work very hard and they always clamp onto these opportunities that come their way. This card sometimes comes to me as a bothersome person. I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm feeling this person is very directed. This person has, like, we're hopping away and whatever, and this person feels like they're hopping towards. It's a really fun feeling, actually. All right, I'm going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot to pull some more energy from this hair and oak energy that we're pulling on. Let's just pull some cards. Oh, if you're feeling that separated energy, like I said, they said it might be sun flares. You would have been really horny on Sunday if it was sun flares. Supposedly. Yes, had that issue myself. But so also just definitely check on my weekly readings. I do have them in the box below. They've been really good and really just pushing energy forward. And I'm not going to be doing sign readings anymore because they're just, it's expired. I'm sorry, my dears. Okay, what do we have here? I have the Nine of Wands, the and the Ace of Swords. My dears, what have we been avoiding? It feels like we're just avoiding the change that has to come. Like, things have to expired. Let's remember, I like to bring it up. We all went through the big C. We all went through the Rona, and it was hard. And there's some things that aren't coming back. And this is that card of not coming back. And this new perspective, these new thoughts on life. And it's very, I mean, I'm looking at this card, it's very lonely, and it's very, you ever stand on the beach and people talk about being so romantic, but you ever noticed in movies, especially when a cold day at the beach is not romantic, it's lonely. And it's almost scattered. A lot of us lost families and family members. Entire family ties have been lost because seeing each other every year at a certain time of year doesn't happen anymore. This feels just like the changes are hitting a little harder right now. And it's scattering us just as much as we expected, but we're not resisting it anymore. You could have a Scorpio in your energy. You could be the Scorpio. Yeah, those nephews are not liking this reading either, my darlings. All right, I've got the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles. Oh my. And the Hanged Man. All right, here's the deal, loves. Spirit be generous. There are two kings after this chasing this hare. They're chasing them in very different ways. And I feel like the King of Swords person could be an air sign. Is very logical about it and almost trying to pinpoint the perfect moment. The King of Pentacles is could be an earth sign. It doesn't matter, but these are two different kings. So likely this is a feminine reading. So the hair is likely effeminate. They're chasing that bunny tails. From my spirit guide, like to know that they're chasing this bunny tail. And this bunny tail is the King of Swords. Like I said, they're logically waiting for that perfect moment in time to approach you. This is somebody who may be a little distanced from you, either just in personality or there might be a distance between you. With the King of Pentacles, there are two people chasing bunny tail, like I said, and the King of Pentacles is the one that is, this person is like ready every day. So this can happen. This might not be an earth sign at all. It just might be somebody who's grounded in the choice to move forward. Meaning that they're ready to give you a pentacle the next time they see you. Don't hang out with this King of Pentacles person if you know who it is without having shaved your legs and, done your hair a little, because they're definitely going to remember this for the rest of their lives, however they intend to approach. And the difficulty in approaching you is that you are probably in this hangman energy. A lot of us are in this hangman lazy energy, and it's not lazy energy, it's like tired. It's like being that little hungover petal flower that has to unfold still now that spring is here. It's just, I feel scraggly and I feel scrunchy and I feel like it's not yet time to blossom and jump out. Spring has sprung, but just sprung. We really want that thing nice and erect and an upward mobile for us to really come out of our shells and jump forward. And it's Spirit be getting naughty because there are people spying on you, but they're lesser people, and they come with this energy. If you feel spied on, yes, people are watching. Never mind those two kings that are watching. I have also smaller watchers in this deck that they're trying to capture your secrets, but they're just not available. A lot of secrets are not available the way they used to be. A lot of people are protecting themselves in the media, you know, keeping their lives offline and trying to live life normally. I say, as I have my YouTube channel, I hope this energy is hitting to you. Ten of Cups. Okay, let's see with this Ten of Cups, this energy, because this is what's keeping the Hangman presence going. The Temperance card, Sagittarius, the Purification card, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so right now you might be just dying for that King of Pentacles to step up. You will receive that pentacle from the King of Pentacles as the, you know, prospective queen. Spirit says definitely go out on this opportunity. Take this opportunity. That King of Swords is taking their damn time, and you're looking for more of a temperate life, less of an extreme life that the King of Swords kind of offers, and that is something kind of gentle. Some of you want children. Some of you will get children with the future you're getting at as well. You know, there's a lot of watchers in these cards today. I feel like I'm noticing them a lot, and it feels like, again, people are watching and waiting. There is a happiness quotient. People are just like, you're so perfect, and if you just did this and this, well, you're just doing that because you're just healing. All the way. It feels like you're just really accepting a lot of life and coming into it, and kind of positioning yourself in a new kind of way. There is a lack of loneliness here that you were experiencing before this when the earlier part of this reading, that might be more past energy, that changing energy. It's just that life may not be catching, you know how they're talking about all these timelines are skewed. Okay, that's nice, but what does it really mean? It just means that things feel out of place right now. For example, like you may feel like you have healed entirely, but the rest of the world hasn't caught up to you, or just people are starting to see you do that, and they're starting to copy you. That could be why people are watching you. You're leading by example. Definitely lead by example. Your happiness is the happiness. Your happiness creates the happiness of the world. I expected the World card, but Judgment means that this is a spiritual calling. There is a happiness even in death and darkness, because you've been through the change. You've been through the Death card that came out earlier. And, you know, you've found a happiness and a joy despite death. You've made, it's like, oh, I took death, and, you know, people say, oh, you make lemons out of lemonade. No, I took what happened and I turned it into a life with a family. Things happened. People came together. It's been amazing. You might feel really lonely right now because survival may have been lonely. But there is you're going to have your family and your Ten of Cups, even if it is, you know, you have been promised this. This is Judgment. But look at how well it matches the Ten of Cups with the weddings and the family. Spirit is calling you out for that. There's a lot of music. Oh, because it's a Judgment card. There's a lot of music involved. Celebrating. Let's see what the Affirmators Tarot has to say about the goat and the willow. That was long, but I liked it. I liked it a lot, that reading. Make sure what this deck wants to do. Oh, what else? Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Everything is in the box below. Tap that bell, all that YouTube stuff. The Moon, the Three of Swords. You've broken this person's heart. Oh my gosh. This person, you've broken this person's heart. All right, you're living in the sun right now. But this person has seen you under the moonlight, and it broke their heart because of what you've said yes to, what you're going towards. I'm not sure what it is. It didn't seem all that awful to me, but it didn't seem all that bad to me, but your person is really, oh, okay. Two of Wands and the Fool card. They're coming forward. Okay, this person has been in the moonlight for too long, and they know a lot of things, and they've worked out their sadnesses, is what Spirit is saying. They also feel like they've seen you in the moonlight working out your sadnesses, and they have come to find that they want your sun and their sun to meet up. And that's probably how you're going to come together. Happiness, joy, celebration. I feel like there might be some kind of event. Five of Cups in reverse. Ooh, okay, this is almost like a dating event or deciding that you're starting over, your heart starting over. Maybe a second time. Oh, Two of Pentacles, the juggling card. Let's remember who is the Two of Pentacles this week. Your person is bringing a lot of the same energy that you brought to this reading. Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This person hasn't had the success you might have had. In fact, they may feel this person might feel like they are pretending as the King of Pentacles. I kind of feel like they might be, because they are a little low on cash. They aren't quite doing as well as you. You're juggling much better than they are. They feel the Fool, actually, with juggling. They've taken on way more than any one of us should have. Let me pull the Cartomancy real quick from the Fire deck. I think we know it's going to bring you together. Some kind of a happy event. But it's going to be interesting. Really interesting. Because the King of Swords is out there. Yeah, like I said, you have... Oh, dear. Whatever event this is, you have control over the guest list. Some of you may just have control over, again, the Two of Pentacles. It keeps coming in the reading. This is how you make your living, or this is how you have, this is a invite to your home. That's why you're probably the Queen of Queens receiving guests. Yes, this person is not necessarily the one invited. It's kind of like they may have upset your table. Some of you may have gone, this person's sneaking into your party. If you're not having a party, you're some kind of a planning for some kind of event that is going to, this person is going to butt their nose in and accompany somebody who was invited. But that's just because they feel the tension between you, and they feel like if they push it a little further, it's going to happen. Boy, they are bored in love. If only they can get you alone, they can rest easy on this. Okay, they are coming forward hot and ready because they did pull the Fool card and the Joker card. And this person is going to butt their head in some kind of area where you are. It seems like event planning or something, but it is important to you in some way, or you are the lead of it. And this person is going to butt their nose in, and they're going to still be very helpful, and almost to the point you are over helpful. You are more than I could have ever hoped for in an assistant or in a second hand, even though they weren't supposed to be. They're just that close to you because they want to be that close to you. And yeah, see, nice and slow, let you lead the way. They're gonna let you lead the way because, again, the heartbreak and the walking away, they've seen you do, they've seen you reject. Remember I told you you've rejected this person? Spirit is saying now that it's very likely that they've seen you either said no to this person before in a romantic way, or they've watched you walk away from somebody else, and it was awful, it was gnarly. They're like, how could you do that to somebody? Oh my gosh, how in the world? Because you're the hare and the oak, my goodness. Some things move fast, some things move slow, but you, my darling, are the hare. The hare comes in second place next to the tortoise, nonetheless. All right, I'm going to pull the Fairy Oracle, get some advice for us. That was kind of exciting. I'm just going to point out that, oh, wait. They're going to give you the pentacle. Ace of Pentacles. Remember I told you they're going to give you a pentacle? This person is having money troubles, and they're still going to give you a pentacle. And I'm not talking about money troubles that... I'm just saying that they've been better before. But they're doing so much better that they're going to give you the pentacle. And that's how you're going to know who this goat is. They're matching your energy. And this is mirroring in a healthy way. You're going to find that they do laugh at things. This isn't mirroring to be so obsessive and so complimentary that you forget that you're living on Earth and that your poo stinks. Your poo-doo stinks. Spirit. You know, I have a masculine spirit. That's his advice. These cards are so sticky. They're fairy tale cards. Let's see. Okay. We'll pick this card. The Princess Who Never Smiled, and healing. There is a healing portion here where, like, your healing and your happiness leads to the happiness of the rest of the world. That was a spiritual message that was pretty direct, that came through even before I said it. I was surprised it was the Judgment and not the World card, but that's just because it's like Spirit has proclaimed this. Like, this is Judgment, means like these are the gifts from the life that you've lived. I'm going to read this card. All right. The Princess Who Never Smiled. Let me give you a show of this beautiful card. What a life she had. What freedom. What luxury. She had much of everything. Everything that her heart could desire. But she never, ever smiled. She never laughed. It was as if her heart had never taken any joy in anything at all. A beautiful princess would seem to have the entire world at her feet. She has good health, riches, beauty, and intelligence. But she is also exquisitely sensitive to the pain of the world, and thus she has never smiled. She is serious and cannot smile while so many are in pain. As it usually goes, her loving father was moved and haunted by her inability to feel joy, and so he promised that whoever could make his daughter laugh would have great rewards, would even be given her hand in marriage. So many men flocked to the castle to make the little Tsarina laugh, but none succeeded, for she saw through their antics and knew that in their hearts they were valuing her for what she could give them. Ooh. Sorry. And thinking of how they could help her and thus others. Outside the castle's walls, a young blacksmith was apprenticed and slaving over the bellows, wiping sweat from his brow and learning his trade. He was honest and good and thickly muscled, and knew in time if he could master the fire and the water and the smelting of metal, his life would be worthwhile, for he would have learned to change one thing into another. Pleased with his work, his master placed a sack of coins at his feet and told him to take as much as he was worth. And being a modest fellow, and knowing how much he had to learn and the worth of what he was learning, he took only one coin, only one pentacle. Only one pentacle. Oh my gosh, he worked for another year, improving and mastering the sword and the cup, armor, and fine things. This is so magician card that came in too. He earned another coin, and then he decided to explore the world. As he walked away, a tiny mouse asked him for help, and he was so poor, and he gave him his coin. A little beetle stopped him, and he gave the beetle the second to his last coin. Then the coin his master had given him as good fortune for his adventure was finally given to a wee catfish who begged for help at a well. He came to the castle and gazed up and saw the princess watching him, curiosity alighting her serious and beautiful face. So shocked was this young man that he slipped and fell, tumbling into the moat with its muddy banks. And rushing to his aid came a tiny mouse, a little beetle, and a funny catfish, and seeing him and the truth of his heart, and the goodness he must have to treat the little one so, the corners of her lovely mouth twitched, and then she smiled, and then she gurgled, and then shook, and laughter, the joy of seeing the seeming folly of a good heart, came tumbling out. Her eyes twinkled, and she begged her father to bring forth this man, so she might learn more of her future husband. For her serious heart recognized his kindness, and then the blacksmith, who could create alchemy, now made the greatest change. He had created true happiness within the heart of one who was sad. When this card is drawn, you will know that a time of deep earnestness and gravity is leaving, and soon there will be joy, laughter, and breakthroughs. I almost want to cry at this reading because these are all the things I read for you guys. Optimism returns and a sense of belief once again that there is worth in taking the time to be light-hearted. For a long time life has felt flat and sad and endlessly serious, but suddenly the spring of mirth that is healing is bubbling again to the surface, and a sign of recovery is revealing itself. And when this is awakened, it is accidental, without artifice, and entirely unexpected. Just know soon that any sadness will lift and life unexpectedly changes forever and for the better. Ooh, my nephew be screaming. It's gotta get better. Thank you guys for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, oh, don't be the princess who never smiled. But don't worry. There's a prince with a pentacle out there. May just be a blacksmith now, but he will be a prince. Gentle hearts, please find each other. I know I am. Here comes in the helicopter. So I better stop recording. Thank you all for sharing your energy with me again, and God bless.